Why did my daughter think her stepdad should walk her down the aisle? Well, she changed her mind real fast when I refused to pay for the wedding. When my daughter was 12, her mom cheated on me and married the guy she cheated with. I was furious back then and wanted to get as far away from them as possible. But for my daughter's sake, I stayed. I wanted her to grow up in a normal environment, not surrounded by hate. So I split custody with my ex-wife and did my best to make sure our daughter's mental health wasn't affected. We never told her about the cheating, thinking it would protect her. Her new stepdad came into the picture, and honestly, I didn't have a problem with him. Whenever my daughter came back from their house, she'd tell me how fun her stepdad was and how much she loved him. It was cute, and I was just happy she was happy. Even though I was working a lot, I always made sure to spend quality time with her. For her 17th birthday, I chipped in with her mom to get her a new car. I paid more than her mom and stepdad because I made more money. But I didn't think much of it. She loved the car and thanked her mom. But weirdly, she didn't thank me. I brushed it off, figuring it wasn't a big deal. When she turned 18, she started spending more time at her mom's place. But I trusted her to make her own decisions. I didn't keep in touch with her mom unless it was about our daughter, so I didn't know what was happening there. Little did I know, my ex-wife was slowly turning my daughter against me. I helped my daughter get into the best college in our city and paid her tuition in full. I didn't want her to worry about a job so she could focus on her studies. Looking back, I noticed she wasn't very grateful, but I didn't ask for a thank you. I did it because I wanted to. Now, she's 26 and living on her own. She recently got engaged to the love of her life, who she met in college. I was thrilled and called to congratulate her. I also offered to pay for her wedding, knowing it would be her special day. She was over the moon and started planning a fancy destination wedding in Italy, all on my dime. But then, a few days later, she dropped a bomb on me. She called to say she wanted her stepdad to walk her down the aisle instead of me. I was shocked and asked her why. I love her and wanted to be the one to do this for her. But she brushed it off, saying it wasn't a big deal and that her stepdad really wanted to do it. I told her that I also wanted to walk her down the aisle, reminding her that I'm her actual father. But she started yelling at me, telling me to calm down, even though I wasn't raising my voice. She said it was her choice and she had decided her stepdad would do it. End of story. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I had given her everything, made sure she was happy, and even stayed in touch with the woman who broke my heart for her sake. But this was how she repaid me? To make matters worse, my ex-wife started texting me, calling me a horrible person for ruining our daughter's wedding by making unreasonable demands. I sent the texts to my daughter, expecting her to defend me, but she sided with her mom, saying I should back off. After hours of crying and thinking it over, I made a decision. I texted my daughter to say I would no longer be paying for the wedding. Without my money, they couldn't afford the fancy destination wedding, but I didn't care. If I wasn't wanted, I wasn't paying. Immediately, my phone blew up. My ex-wife suddenly became very apologetic, and my daughter claimed it was all a joke, and, of course, I could walk her down the aisle if I still paid for the wedding. I just texted back, "Don't worry, I'm not buying your love with money. I'll leave you alone, just like you wanted." Weeks passed, and they kept texting me, calling me horrible for backing out. They even got other family members and friends involved, but I ignored them all. Today, I finally responded to my daughter's countless messages. I uploaded a selfie on Instagram with my new yacht in Monaco, captioned, "Oops, wedding budget blown on this baby. Guess I'm not invited anymore."